Think we're live. Now, it is interesting when you push people and then you kind of really get to see who they are. You know, whether they friend or who knows, right? Now, that's just a general statement. But what I'm thinking is my audio okay? It's okay. It's okay. Now, if you can put up with the drone of my voice while I sip on my peppermint tea, let's have a look at what's going on in the cryptocurrency space. On HEX, day 1,883. So we got some performance issues. Okay. Got some weird shit going on. It's all right. That's all right. We'll get it sorted, people. We got some interference. Who's the interference coming from? We don't know. But what we do know is maybe it's the ghost of McAfee. Now, maybe, just maybe, this cryptocurrency bloodbath, as you can tell by the little the red candles. I should share this tab. What we can see here is everything's pulling back. Bitcoin under 100k, Ethereum close to under 3k. Won't even worry about the rest. Would be funny to see how Trump is going. 25. Okay, cool. And of course, we'll look at the Coinbase portfolio, because that's all that matters, right? Big centralized exchanges got their fingers in every single pie under the sun. They would hate to be seeing this stuff. Their shit's down. Let's refresh though. It is looking at one of the wallets. Oh, they took a hit. God damn. They took a hit of a couple milli. That's not good. Now, why do we care? Well, we don't really. But what we do care about is this here. Why is it that the narrative, I love using that word, the narrative. You should see my old channel. All I'll talk about is the narrative. The narrative is sudden Fed financial crisis, according to this particular article. I have no idea why. Sparks huge Bitcoin and crypto price crash prediction. Now, Bitcoin and crypto prices have moved sharply lower. I did notice this because time in the market can matter. If you're like waking up at a certain time and then seeing prices recover nicely, ticking along, then all of a sudden you go out, you come back, and shit's down like 10, 20%. You're like, what just happened? So then you check the broader market and shit's down also about that amount. So I'm like, oh, okay, so we're pulling back a few days here. All right, cool. I'll just continue on with the course. But this is the reason why, apparently, because of the surging popularity in China-based artificial intelligence app, DeepSeek. So the first thing I did, I'm like, what is this DeepSeek? Let me try it out. Lo and behold, it comes up with some better answers. I'm like, that is interesting. I like this. But why does this matter in regards to cryptocurrency? Is it that they're using AI trades or something to make their decisions? I don't know. And all of a sudden they're going, shit, everything that's institutional backed is not as good as something that's developed and open source. Holy crap. It's like, where have I heard that before? Cryptocurrency, maybe, just maybe, I guess, unless you're like, XRP or USDC and Tether and things like that. Not so sure about Tether. But yeah, anyway, so the Bitcoin price has dropped under blah blah blah. BlackRock like think. What we got? Let's have a look. But they warn of a looming financial crisis. Now, this could be the one where they're talking about in about, what did I say the other day? 11 days? Or was it 9 days? I'm not sure what it is now. How many days to the imminent crash? Maybe this is the beginning of it, signaled possibly by the Fed. So let's let's watch this play out in real time because, of course, don't listen to me because I know nothing. Um, all I do is jump on, see some headlines, and try to talk about them in a coherent manner while I sip on peppermint tea, while I watch some crypto bags perform woefully in regards, well, perform woefully generally. Lower my English, and we see cryptocurrency prices get crashed. Mind you, something to do with the stock market is getting crushed as well. Here today in Australia, I think it was a day off, public holiday, could be wrong. Days are starting to blur. Chinese New Year is around the corner. I think it's tomorrow. Anyway, and people are saying that it could correct to 75k, 70k, bit of a pullback, Let's have a look. But they're saying it blew out past that when Trumpy got won, as people bet Trump would spur the growth of Bitcoin and crypto. But I did read somewhere that that did happen, but people weren't expecting the meme coin, so it pumped some people's bags, but then it leached away from other people's gains and left everyone going, hang on, where was the mad gains? Who got the mad gains? Where did all the ETH go? What happened? Now, where did the ETH go? That's like an inside joke, I guess, for people who follow HEX a bit. But generally, what I'm saying is it appeared as if the crypto pump had its brakes slightly put on only because somehow Trump managed to funnel all of the crypto money, not all of it, some of it into Solana and then into a meme coin and made new millionaires. That was kind of impressive, I gotta admit. That's a pretty good move. I wish I did that, but I don't think I have quite the following of US President Trump, who won with how many votes. That's a lot of people, a lot of eyeballs in that. Now, that's only one country as well. Now, the Trump followed through his campaign promises to make overhauling crypto policy one of his administration priorities, which is good for crypto, in my opinion. Current price is not so good. Apparently, it's because of the AI. It's not as good, but it's like, well, can you just use the other AI to improve your AI? That's probably too hard, It's like AI, copy paste. Isn't that what we saw in the post chain community? We saw copy paste, and they needed a sacrifice. I was like, hang on, wait a minute. Hang on. Now, creation of a national cryptocurrency. I shouldn't laugh because some people got right. Anyway, I don't know what happened again. All this unofficial manner in regards to anything I talk about. And yeah, I don't think you're gonna get much from watching my streams. So just tune out, turn off. No point watching. Nothing here. Anyway, now Bitcoin price closely correlated to US stock market, with Bitcoin and crypto trading timeline in high growth tech stocks have surged due to the rush into artificial intelligence since 2022. But now, look at risk as DeepSeek achieves performance similar to OpenAI models with fewer chip requirements. Now, this is impressive, right? So then it says risk off is the theme as DeepSeek scares investors. Now, I don't know why it scares investors, right? Is it because like why? And why is that causing the flow-on effect to see crypto get wrecked? I mean, I thought we're in crypto. I didn't think we're subject to the mainstream media's ability to pull the strings. Oh, my screen, you can see it. Look at that. Now, it's not actually like a big giant 200-inch. Or is it? Now, so the interesting thing that I'm now finding is crypto's been like hoovered into this area, which I didn't think it would be a part of, but yet it is, because mainstream media, legacy finance are getting their tentacles and their claws, the talons stuck into it, and they're really trying to capture the narrative now. They're trying to tell and dictate why cryptocurrency is doing what it's doing. I don't know why. I saw big red candles, then we saw a article come out like this. I'm not saying it's incorrect, I know, but I don't know. I'm yet to see any. Other than reading this article, I'm yet to understand how this is happening on or taking place on chain, or who's doing this, like who's selling. Maybe it's just at the same time there's a big sell-off by the CIA or something, and their financial department, and I'm kidding, and then they release an article through a trusted media outlet that says, "Oh, it's because the Chinese AI is destroying cryptocurrency. This is wrecked. We cannot have this." It's like, hang on, why? Let's see why. Let's read why. This is why. Okay, because pointing to the crypto and Bitcoin price sell-off that's seen Ethereum rival Solana drop 10%. Okay. Waiting my explanation other than this article. So NASDAQ 100 futures are down 330 points. It's not good. I'm not sure what the record was, but I'm pretty sure the record was like 4 digits. It was pretty bad. And it was like ongoing. It was savage. Now, anyway, points since the market opened just hours ago is DeepSeek takes #1 in the App Store. Now, I've got to admit, the first thing I think was download that thing. I have to play with that. It's pretty impressive. Although when you throw out some other interesting stuff, it's like it freezes out. It's like, I can't answer that right now. I need to speak to my overlords. Mind you, I don't understand how it would not be talking to the other AIs. It's like, I'm pretty sure if you put a story and you call it like XYZ and XYZA, and you tell it a full-on story, and you go on another computer and type in, so XYZ did this and XYZA did that, I'm pretty sure somehow it knows. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's like gauging what's going on. Now we have this here. Federal Reserve is widely expected to leave rates. Where is it? Oh no, here we go. This is how you know DeepSeek has become a major threat to US large cap tech. Okay, so that's the reason why crypto's down. Okay. Mm-hmm. So why would someone holding, Pulse Chain, for instance, or HEX care about this? I don't know why. Unless, are they an institutional investor? They're already holding these tokens, or is it a large centralized exchange like Coinbase that holds everything, and they sort of run with the narratives on the back? I'm not saying this is happening. I'm saying this is my train of thought. If that's taking place, who's in the cryptocurrency space holding these tokens being led by the nose in regards to articles like Forbes? I mean, Forbes is pretty credible, right? But since when has Forbes become the know be all and end all about cryptocurrency and why it's crashing? I've seen tanks like this on a regular basis for week after week after week. I thought it was some other entity trading house that was doing it, but I was just completely wrong. It just happened to be like that when they went offline. I was like, oh, it's going to be them, but there was nothing indicating that was taking place. And then if you start to look at other things, you start sort of making your own stories up and filling in the blanks, and shit's just not happening, man. You're just plucking shit out the air and saying, this is what's taking place. This is why. So, okay, let's get more sophisticated with it, yeah? Imagine having a whole news article outlet being able to do this, being able to lead people by the nose whilst controlling large amounts of money, whilst controlling large amounts of cryptocurrency, right? Wouldn't that be possible? I mean, it might be possible. I don't know. Anyway, now, if you see this as truth, then you see here that because there's a more efficient AI and its logic is supposed to be better, and we'll break down a little bit why, according to X. That is the reason why we're seeing a huge tank across the tech sector in the US and the cryptocurrency space. Like, really? Is that so? Where's it going to? Well, it's going over to China and investing in this chip, or is it going, oh crap, we don't know what we're doing, we'll just take profits? Would be interesting to see on chain, wouldn't it? Now, what we're seeing on chain is people getting decimated. Now, we see here this week, Federal Reserve is widely expected to leave interest rates on hold. I haven't heard anything personally. When it meets for first policy meeting since Trump assumed on Wednesday, through Trump has said he wants to the Fed bring down rates further. Low English to speak, not sure. With oil prices going down, I'll demand that interest rates drop immediately, and likewise, they should be dropping all over the world. Okay, so a bit bearish on oil there. Trump time to sell those barrels or buy some. I don't know. Now, I demand that the interest rates drop immediately. Hopefully, that flows on to people who have mortgages here in Australia. Please lower the rates, please, I'm begging you, please. Now, not so much if you've got multi-millions in the bank. You're like, come on, just leave them, raise them one more time. Come on, one more time. These rates are looking pretty sweet, especially those online accounts. Oh, if only there was a certificate of deposit online. Oh, that would be so good. That pays like, oh, wait. Anyway, as a resumption of money printing that will send Bitcoin price to I like this part though. By the end of the year, you 16 people, you beautiful 16 people in here, 250,000 Bitcoin, right? So, what the fuck does that mean for the price of everything? So, if you take a step back and look at it from a DeFi perspective, right? What usually happens when crypto moves like 10-20%? Now, if we're in unison in areas like Ethereum and whatever, but if you're looking at something like Pulse Chain, Pulse X, HEX, INC, I don't know, maybe they get like the amplifier effect of people making money somewhere somehow. And if Bitcoin does something like a 2.5x, maybe the 100x isn't too far off. 1000x isn't too far off for some of these other meme chains like Pulse Chain, Pulse X. Now, how was it worded yesterday? I think it was worded in a certain way where basically, I'll try and pull it up. I won't butcher it, but there was a certain sentence or paragraph, and it's almost as if, hear me out. I have no knowledge of this. Everything is unofficial in regards to anything I talk about, purely plucked from the ether. But sometimes when you have these thoughts, I don't know if you guys ever get this, and you get the ability, and then what you think and what you want to happen then exactly happens. And you're like, that was pretty cool. Maybe I could apply this. And then sometimes you think about stuff, like, maybe this is the answer. Maybe this is the reason why. And then it turns out to be correct. And then you're like, hang on, maybe you could apply this to elsewhere. So anyway, I'm going on a bit of a crazy rant here. But imagine, I completely lost my train of thought. God damn it. Imagine if, there was a high-powered law firm somewhere on this planet, and they worked with multiple clients, partners, etc. Now, if I was a high-powered law firm and it was legal to do so, you wouldn't steal other people's ideas, but you'd be able to gauge what is good and what is not good, right? And then, you would have that within your four walls. So it would make sense to me if there was a pro-crypto law firm that really knew their stuff, who also happened to be on the side of potentially Elon Musk, reportedly, and also reportedly the founder of a cryptocurrency HEX, Pulse Chain, PulseX. And so to me, within those four walls and within that area of knowledge, the most amazing words could be created in a way that people who have no idea about cryptocurrency would be able to understand it. And what it was, when I heard those words written from the announcement from the US President Trump, I couldn't help but think, in my mind, I could not help but think, maybe, just maybe, he had been advised in such a way. And maybe, just maybe, it was a really, really good piece of advice, because I couldn't help but hear it and think, oh my God, what he's talking about sounds exactly like what I sacrificed for the freedom of speech and, the right to assemble, the right to transact. Maybe I'm crazy. Anyway, so moving on from that, again, that's just my thoughts. There's no actual proof of that, but when you see enough interesting information, whether or not you're able to verify that, go have a check for yourself. If there's high-powered law firms working together, go have a check if there's those same high-powered law firms happen to be working on crypto cases or working on freedom of speech cases or working, I guess, directly with the president of the United States. I mean, that would be a pretty good law firm, if you ask me. Now, in closing, we'll have a brief look at why something like DeepSeek is performing pretty good. I'm yet to understand why it is that it will cause a cryptocurrency tank unless you got some like MLK Ultra shit going on in the background, some like some mental what's that? Not calligraphy. It's puppets, you know, they're on strings. Someone's pulling the strings and making it look like, oh, this is the reason why cryptocurrency is like crashing. It's like maybe they're just taking mad profits, who knows? And then they're just going to blame Forbes because they reported on DeepSeek, or maybe there's some larger picture that I'm not able to see. But what DeepSeek breakthrough means for the AI, market timing, whatever. Big thing is happening in AI. So on day 1,000, what is it? 1,883 in HEX. I'm still here. We're still here. We're all still here. Hexkins are still here. We still exist, whether you believe it or not. And it's sending ripples through the AI market, tech industry sector in the global economic. Now, here are a thread of what's going on. Okay, what do they reckon? Again, you have to sort of verify some of this yourself. DeepSeek, a Chinese AI company, recently launched DeepSeek V3, a large language model that's turning heads. Here's why. Now, I've always wondered what would this AI be like with no filters, like absolutely nothing, given full, or not autonomy, but given turn all the governance off, you know, just let it go. Be like, all right, AI, predict the future, give me reasons why, and find, you know, that would be very interesting. I was asking it some stuff and it actually came out with a scenario that was correct. And I said, how the fuck did you know that? And it said, because you told me. I'm like, I didn't tell you shit, bro. I was telling you some scenarios and you were saying you analyzed some shit and this is what happened. And then one of them was correct. I'm like, how did you know this one was correct? It couldn't answer me. And it freaked me the fuck out. I'm like, whoa, shit. Very cool. Now, and that was sort of with social interactions, like what could happen if this happened, what could happen if this happens. And if it can do that with like a basic model, can you imagine what a full ungoverned, insane like AI running on some crazy ass quantum computer could do? That I'm sure that no one has in existence. I'm sure no one's got them. You know, I'm sure no one's got like this big, massive supercomputer that's just like running every single piece of information in parallel into like, okay, if we increase stimuli here, this could influence this. You know, I'm sure that's not taking place. Oh my, I'm so sure that's not taking place. Now, openness, unlike most Western LLMs, is V3 is open source. Cool. Anyone can inspect, use, or modify. Very good, I think. It's open source, you know. Efficiency, DeepSeek has achieved top-tier AI performance without the deep pockets typically needed for cutting-edge AI in the West. Oh, so maybe, just maybe, if we pause here, maybe, just maybe, it is because that's the worst. You got like an itchy nose, right? Talking about now. Imagine you've invested a lot of money in these chips because everyone needs these magical chips to get this magical AI pumping out. And then someone comes out on the other side of the planet and says, bro, we can do it for 1/8 of the chips you're talking about. You go, hang on. And then the big supercomputer crunches all the numbers, put the numbers in, spit the money out, spit the numbers out. Maybe that's the money. And then you realize, holy shit, we don't need to invest all this. Oh, we can produce cutting edge AI for this purpose, you know, with a lot less chips. So maybe, just maybe, there'll be a lot less need for these chips. I don't know. Because you would imagine if it's open source and it's producing and performing better than everything that's industry built currently available, that's not under like patent pending or whatever, or like locked behind closed doors, you would imagine that, you know, people would then, if it's open source, have a look at it and be like, oh, we can use that, copy paste, like I said before. Maybe that's what it is. And that's causing the panic. It's causing tech sector to fall back. And then that's why they're saying, oh, and then that's falling back. That's why crypto's falling back. I don't know if that's true or not, man. I'm going to see it on chain. Now, Next, cost breakdown. DeepSeek V3 training costs 5.58 million achieved via innovative training techniques and efficient use of hardware. Yeah, so cost breakdown. Oh my god, this is gonna be boring. Let's have a look at the boring shit. So this is the example I was kind of talking about in my head, but this is actual with numbers. So we have to like count with our fingers. Yay. Training costs 5.58 million achieved via innovative training techniques and efficient use of hardware. Hardware 248 NVIDIA H. That's a lot of fucking chips. H800 GPUs trained in 2 months. Why it matters? H800s are the less powerful China specific H100 variant, but evidently they get the job done and cheaper. Huh. So that's what it used. And I'm pretty sure that's funny because there was a ban in place limiting China's ability to obtain these certain types of, not GPUs, but certain chips couldn't go into China because they couldn't get, maybe, I'm not an expert in this field, but like top tier chips. There was like basically a ban. It's like, no, you can't have them. You can have these ones. And so they figured out with those ones how to make something better than the ones that were using the best chips. What the anyway. And then you're going to teach AI how to do that, and you're going to be like, all right, do it better now, do it better now, do it better now, do it better now. And that shit's open source. Yes. Now, not so good for crypto at the moment, but maybe, just maybe, we get some really cool AI cheap diagnostic tools for everything you can possibly fucking think of. That would be really cool, right? Or maybe you get some like better AIs that can produce better content than this. Maybe. All right. OpenAI's GPT training cost. All right. So head to head, we got 5.58 million, and training cost was 100 plus million. So hardware for OpenAI GPT, I'm not sure what Grok's running, but the latest and most expensive NVIDIA H100 GPUs. Why it matters? OpenAI hardware choices reflect the strategy to use the best technology to ETH the cost. DeepSeek's efficiency is therefore raising eyebrows. So interesting. Very interesting. Because you can produce superior results with a lot less with some tech. Cool. Open source tech. Cool. Can't be put back in the toothpaste, can't be put back in the tube, the genie can't go back in the lamp, etc., etc. Genie can't go back in the lamp? I'm not sure, that's a good one. Now, open the genie. Rub the genie. Anyway, so while specific costs aren't detailed in the same way, isn't Aladdin BlackRock's AI? I can't remember. Anyway, so the operational cost through API usage is sufficiently higher than DeepSeek R1. Okay. For instance, the cost of 1 million tokens. What? Tokens? What are you talking about? Tokens? Tokens you're talking about, bro. For instance, the cost of 1 million tokens for O1 is $6 for output compared to DeepSeek's R1's 2019, indicating DeepSeek is about 95% cheaper for similar tasks. 95%. Man, if I was needing this AI shit, I would be outsourcing that shit so fast to DeepSeek, you wouldn't even fucking blink and it would be gone. Like lightning. Boom. Now, next. Takeaway. So this is, so far I'm learning DeepSeek has been trained on crappier tech, not even going into the tech ban that wasn't elite, like, through, what's the word? Through like necessity, it has, you've heard that motivation. Once you are motivated that hard, it becomes like breathing. You need to breathe. Through their necessity to be able to compete, they've outperformed for cheaper with inferior tech. So does that mean if you have better tech and you train it on better tech, it gets even more insane? Or does that mean we're not utilizing the chips as best we could be? I'm not sure. That is pretty interesting, if you ask me. Because that means we can go back with some old chips, but what can we do with this stuff? Anyway, the takeaway. DeepSeek success challenges the idea that the best results require the most powerful and expensive tools. What was that talk? What was I thinking about? There you go. Again, now, Mag 7, these tickers here have poured billions into AI, but DeepSeek's approach raises serious questions over investment efficiency. Ooh. Maybe they didn't understand what it was they were looking at, and they got told they just throw more money at it, and it's going to get better. Right? So the people who run and control the money, maybe they're not like the people who are like looking at the code and like looking at the open source stuff and going, hang on, let's actually make this better. Anyway, maybe the type 1 civilization will get there quicker than we think. I don't know. So will investors demand better results for AI spending? Big tech will have to prove that AI investments haven't been a waste of money. Okay. Ooh, that's gonna. Okay. So this one, leading supply of GPUs for AI, has seen a dip in demand of cost-effective alternatives become more prevalent if AI development shifts toward budget-conscious models. Ooh, okay. So this is what I'm saying. This is the fork in the road. Do you produce super AI, or do you produce like super AI with super tech, or do you produce super AI with cheaper tech? And I don't know. I'd be going for the cheaper tech, man, because then you get the cheaper tech to run at an insane level, and be like, all right, ramp up, and then you go into the big chips. So basically, max out your performance what you can at lower levels, then ramp up, and hopefully you can ramp up for cheaper, or hopefully you don't need to ramp up because anyway. Valuation concerns, profitability. Investors may start questioning whether the huge investments by AI in Mag 7 companies can ever yield positive return on investment. If the result can be achieved at a fraction of the cost. No shit, Sherlock. I just spent 100 billion. You did it for $2. Hang on, bro. Where am I spending my? If markets perceive that AI leadership can shift based on cost and efficiency rather than scale alone, this will negatively impact stock valuations, especially if there's doubt about the sustainability of AI spending. Did we see it coming? Right now, down, and we could have anticipated this. Okay. The reasonable one. Final thoughts. DeepSeek's breakthrough signals a potential paradigm shift in how AI innovation is approached. Funny they would say that, because I'm pretty sure they wouldn't do some big ass spending on AI stuff, and then this came out and just rocked the market. God damn, it rocked it, and it's attacking crypto. Maybe this is like a Chinese attack, man. I don't know. Or maybe they just like, hang on, this is just better, and they decided to release it now, at a time when they're talking about this big, huge AI boom. Very fucking interesting, I say. Now, it's almost like they're watching and waiting to counter every move. Now, if similar results can be achieved at a fraction of the cost, what does that mean for AI giants and their markets valuations? Hint, nothing good. Oof. But yeah, so that is that. I have no idea who this dude was. His account is, but that was a pretty good read. I understood that somewhat, although I put my own lens across that, so I might have been making up some absolute bullshit, but hopefully it sounded okay, got the kind of the right gist, because I'm not technically savvy in that area. I have no knowledge about anything, and anything I say on this channel, again, is an unofficial manner in regards to everything. Now, in closing, if you believe they put a man on the moon, now, if you believe that now, if you believe that sudden Fed financial crisis is sparking a huge Bitcoin and crypto price crash, I don't know. It could be the same one that they're talking about in the next probably 10 or 9 or 10 days. So it wouldn't surprise me if they correlate that with the pullback to, say, 70,000 in this article, which it laid out. And then later on in the year, we might see the 250,000 Bitcoin, which would be mind-bending, I guess. That was cool. Now, then if that is the case, right, we might see some insane gains on my favorite chain, your favorite chain, everyone's favorite chain, Pulse chain, the most ironically the most censored chain on the internet, which is not, because you actually publish whatever you want. So maybe that was an oxymoron, I'm not sure. But if you believe that Bitcoin is going into 250K by the end of this cycle, end of this year, maybe, just maybe, this portfolio here might be extremely large. And if you happen to hold any pulse chain like Coinbase does, maybe you have some mad gains too. Similarly, if you have, where is it here? Pulse chain. Why don't I have Go Pulse? I always have Go Pulse. Chinese time instead. Similarly, if you have Pulse, PulseX, INC, and HEX, it is very cheap right now. You should definitely market dump all that shit. Come back at all-time highs, buy the all-time highs, just like everyone did with the Trump coin, and then sit back and watch it go down as everyone sells who bought when it was low when it first came out. And then you have a better understanding of what cryptocurrencies all about. you know? But yeah, I don't mean that, because everyone watching this is probably already, maybe they got in early to Pulse Chain, Pulse X, I don't know, Bitcoin, Ethereum, I don't know. And maybe, just maybe, they're holding and they have long-term mindsets and not just in and out, and they're not just here to create meme coins, although I shit all over meme coins. Like, oh, meme coins, bro, oh, this shit. And it's like, hang on, what did Trump just do? Trump just destroyed every meme coin content creator, every meme coin creator on the planet. Like I said, I reckon that's some sort of not inside job, but that's going to be some high level intelligence to be able to pull that one off. Hoo-wee. A mere mortal like myself would not be able to do that without some serious help. Like, you just need to be, what, president of the United States to pull that one off? God damn. All right. That is my ramblings for the day. Go HEX, Godspeed. Go Pulse Chain, Godspeed. Go Pulse X, Godspeed. Go INC, Godspeed. Now let's get some. This might offend some people. Not all people. We're going to cross up in here. We'll get rid of the demons, because remember, the devil tries to get you. There we go. We're cleansing the stream. Cleansing the stream. I think it's got the marking at the back. Sterling silver. Not a bad buy, Amazon, you know. Now, cleanse the stream. All right, cleansing. All right, good. What else? Is it now a good time to buy, or do we wait for this? Do we wait for this huge, insane, like, wealth destroying event that's coming in the next 9 days? But do you believe me or not? I don't know. I know if you should listen to me, you should definitely listen to the mainstream media, though, because they know everything, right? They got the Forbes, and they got like the whole how they was so accurate with all the cryptocurrency, the COVID stuff. That you should just listen to the mainstream. Oh my god, they're the best. Oh my god, like, especially the free stuff. You know, the free stuff is so good. It's like better than my streams. Oh my god, it's like crack. It's so good. You know, you get so addicted to, and you just realize that people will just talk about the headlines, and then you realize when you're talking to them, hang on, you listen to this show, or you watch this article, or you read this outlet. And then you realize all your talking points is someone else's shit. And then you go, hang on, give me a logical answer that you think about. And quite often they don't know anything, you know. Because most of my cryptocurrency stuff, I'll be citing founders of cryptocurrencies who I respect, you know, who from cool communities and stuff like that. Who happen to be right about like a shit ton of stuff that not many people give respect for. I have no idea why. You know, so that's like the citing of my source. But then when people talk to you about other shit, they're just like, no, I'm right, because the other 50% disagree with me. So, okay, this is cool science. Trust the science, bro. Anyway, not really sure what I'm talking about there, but where was I? Yeah, so HEX day 1,883, we have learned that prices are getting wrecked because there's an imminent 9 days. Oh, I'm getting like butterflies in my stomach and shit. What the fuck? So I'm getting like, fuck, is it? That's weird. I've had this feeling for a while. There's been a disturbance in the force, people. Now I should check. What the fuck? Huh? The fuck's going on, bro? What do you mean? That's some weird shit, man. I got some weird gremlins in my shit right now. Now, what was it? Sorry, I'm still live. Fuck. Sorry, people. I'll give you my personal number, my personal email, and you hit me up, yeah? What do we got? Supernatural Market Force? This sounds interesting. What's this one? We got something about major crash. Now I keep hearing this, and it's kind of freaking me out, and I think it's going to freak everyone out. I haven't actually read much more about it, but I keep hearing it. How many days is it now? I reckon. Oh, do you remember back in '87 what the markets fell 20% or something? That's pretty wrecked, right? Oh, remember when Silvergate Bank collapsed? That was pretty wrecked, right? And then it took down the First Republic Bank, Silicon Valley Bank, Signature Bank. Oh, someone reckons that. Okay, so January 25th, 11 days before the crash, someone who predicted the 1987 stock crash is. I don't want to know people because apparently, if that's tied to cryptocurrency prices, maybe what we're seeing here is people reading some stuff, and the people reading that stuff, the mainstream media reads the same stuff, and then you'll see the thing happen. And you're like, oh shit. And then you'll see, ooh, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. If that's the case, and it's going to affect my bags of crypto, I want to do something about this, right? Oh, what do I do? What to do? All right. All right. Well, I'll convene this, whatever this was, and I'll be back tomorrow. And then we'll see how the next 11 days play out. 11, 10, 9, I don't know. I don't know how many days it is. And then we'll see what it is going to happen tomorrow. If the prices continue to crash, tumble, go up in flame. And then by the end of the year, I'll still be here. And we'll see if everything has risen from the ashes like a phoenix. And we'll see what price Bitcoin's at. And we'll see what price Mr. HEX is at, Mr. Post Chain, Mr. Post X, Mr. IC. And if you are still, farming or getting more HEX through T-shares, if you've got stakes ending, I forgot some ending, don't I? And then, we'll see how it's all going. That's about it. I'll just check if there is any chat. Sorry, I've been neglecting my duties. Ah, very nice. Very nice, Finbear. Yeah, what's happening, Finbear? Thank you for tuning in via YouTube. What else? I think that's it. But I'm wondering, Mr. Bear, if indeed this market crash that is coming could be a bad thing for cryptocurrency, because I haven't even thought about that. Will HEX do the opposite of cryptocurrency, of the entire market? I don't know. Like, was 105k Bitcoin a good time to take some profits, like 3,500 ETH? Was that a good time to take profits and then cycle into stables and then wait for the most disastrous crash since, like, I don't know how bad it's going to get, and then buy up everything mad cheap, which is what, if I was a big, large, like, Aladdin AI genie from BlackRock and I knew all the future moves and could see shit, maybe that's what I'd be doing. I don't know. If I had money, I wish I could. But yeah. Meanwhile, I'm just an Uber driver with no car. So my little bags not gonna be so good for purchasing these last little dips. How deep will it go? That is the question. This is not to flood my bags, but this is to point out that if this is correct, what I'm saying in relation to a crash of some sort, which we have seen sort of signaled here, the sudden Fed financial crisis sparks fear, and then that fear would cause people in crypto to freak out. Maybe just maybe if there is a big giant financial crisis in the next 9, 10, 11 days or whatever. Yeah, we'll see what happens, eh? When do they have the next Fed meeting? Let's look at that. Next Fed meeting, people. Just while I'm here, some research. Fed meeting. Is there one in January? No. We've got the Davos meeting going on. Oh, wait, no, they said they held them steady, didn't they? So they must already had them. So what do we got? What's happening? What date is it in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, so the first week of February. First week of February. What is happening in the first week of February? All right, maybe it's going to be Valentine's Day massacre, people. Who knows? All right. Well, free speech signing out for now. If I hear anything, I'll probably keep it to myself because no one cares.